Hello folks, it's Donal McCarthy here, Principal with 311 Realty, bringing you your update mid-March. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way, folks. I hope some of you made it to the parade. Might have seen you there as well too. But wanted to just look back at February's TREB data. So let's jump into that and a few other extra little things, as we're obviously there's a policy uncertainty as well as political uncertainty with everything going on between the US and Canada right now. And that is definitely playing a part in our market. We can see it in the stats. You can see here in our first chart here, the sales chart with the Toronto Real Estate Board. You can see even at the start of the year, the demand came in quite weak here, even in January, and it remained pretty much the same. But when you look at it against last year, the demand is actually down 27.4% between this grey bar here and the orange bar here. And that in terms of supply, we're hearing that we're in an oversupply, and you can see here coming into the market in January, see how high our supply was. Now that's remained about the same, so demand is kind of catching up with that, but it's still giving buyers, I would say, more weight in our current environment. And of course, prices, as we've kind of expected, despite the fact that we've got low interest rate environment, or it's dropping, and there's a better sentiment in terms of possibly being able to afford. However, the uncertainty around tariffs and what's going on with the trade relations with the US is causing a lot of people pause, a lot of buyers specifically are causing pause in terms of whether they want to buy, whether they want to hold off, job uncertainty as well too. We're at super high unemployment rates in Toronto and across the country. So our prices, and we do expect this to be the story over the next couple of years. People are asking me, are the properties going up or properties going down? I'm just saying they're moving sideways. A little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down, based on the season, etc., and all of that. So that's kind of my outtake on where properties will go. I do expect we'll see more interest rate drops. We just saw one on March 12th, which was great. In terms of absorption rates, here I just wanted as well to have a look here at these two charts side by side versus last year. So yes, here this clearly shows we have more supply this year. Of course, creating more options for buyers. You can see here in the same month, March of 2024, in the freehold market, there were only about anywhere from 8 to 10 weeks of inventory, which is definitely a seller's market. In the condo side of things, we had about that 23 weeks, 22, 23 weeks of inventory, which was a buyer's market, but bordering on almost balanced market. And then when we look at this year, it's a different story. In freehold market, we're actually up at almost, we're 17 weeks of inventory. So massive difference there, showing a balanced market in the freehold sector. And then on condos, a jump of almost 17 weeks of inventory, up to 40 weeks of inventory in condos. So a different environment that we're in today, a lot of uncertainty. So I don't see any corrections in the pipeline. However, we'll just move along, and people are cautious as they should be. And also, just final point, I just wanted to kind of discuss, politically, there's a lot of bravado going on right now, both south and north of the border, and a lot of threats being thrown around and everything. But, it's a David and Goliath scenario. When you look really here in the US GDP, now I know these are 2023 figures, but it just shows you contrast between the US GDP and Canada's GDP. We are definitely the David in this scenario. They're up around $28 trillion of a GDP, where we're just north of 2 million. So we really don't have much weight to throw around from a negotiation perspective, really, in this war. So yes, as I said, buyers are cautious, and right to be so. There you have it, folks. Donal McCarthy. I know that went on for a bit, but thank you for your time. We will be back next month. Enjoy the rest of March, and enjoy this warmer weather coming in as well too. Ciao, ciao. Donal McCarthy, 311 Realty.